All right. Oh no, Sweesh, is that to indicate that you also purchased Jump King? Uh, if so, I wish you luck as well. This is a pretty rockin' version of the Battletoads theme. I did not purchase Battletoads Jump King. Zergling says you suffer enough for the both of us, Frownie. We're gonna play more Jump King tomorrow night, by the way, for anyone who's curious. Tomorrow's stream starts with wow, this looks more different than I expected. Tomorrow's stream starts with Jump King and ends with Splatterhouse 2. Right, I see that it's wow. I see that it's the same level, but I like the music. I like the Genesis twist on the music. Oh, we start with more lives in this one. Look, we've got 5 lives. You only get 3 on the NES. Enough for me too, Cal says. I hit that guy twice with one swing? Well, I tried very, very much to get those flies, and it just was not happening. No, there's no pause music. What have they done? The pause music's one of the best aspects of Battletoads. What have they done? I can't. To be honest, no, I can't beat that challenge. That's why I watch your stream. Thank you, Sweesh. I mean, I definitely feel like anything I can do can be replicated by anyone else with just a little bit of patience. If I can do it, anyone can do it. But I do appreciate you. I do appreciate. I mean, it's none. I definitely understand not wanting to subject yourself to a game like that, though. I appreciate being your proxy. It's very difficult to pick up the flies. Also, this 1-up looks difficult to obtain. Oh, but we got it. Okay, life is good. Is that it? That's it. Nice. I, for one, hate the pause music, so an upgrade for me, Zergling says. Aw, I love the pause music. That's my thinking too, but plenty of people tell me they most certainly can't do it, Zergling says. No. I think that bouncing the birds is way easier in this one. I know I didn't do an amazing job at it, but I think it's going to be easy to get a feel for. Also, the scrolling works a little different here. You enjoy doing it. That I do. Persistence and insanity is all you need. That's double true for Battletoads. I love Battletoads as well. Hey Tip, welcome in. So it wasn't a 100% run for Jet Force, but we did finish it. We did beat it, and I did consider myself done with the game. I was never really aiming for like a true 100% run of the game because it doesn't give you a checklist or a percentage counter in game. So like it's not really feasible to truly 100% everything blind like I do. I'd really have no way of knowing on a lot of the optional collectibles. But, you know, we did, you know, we mastered all of the mini games, and you almost have to 100% the game just to beat it because there's so many collectibles that you have to get all of them for, which, you know, that are just mandatory. I'm happy with our playthrough. I did have to look one thing up. I had to look up one of the spaceship parts. I searched for it for an unreasonable amount of hours, and I had to just put us all out of our misery at some point. And of course, it was hidden in a room I'd already been through several times and just missed something super obvious in. Of course, it had to be. It had to be something super obvious that I really have no excuse for not finding on my own. Whoa. This, I don't think that works like that in the NES one. I think that works a little differently. I don't like it. Juggling these birds is so much easier in this one. It's so much easier. He says, while failing to juggle the bird that he's working on. But still, like, so much easier. Okay, layout's a little different because we don't fight one of those box guys there. On the NES one. Thank you for the GG EpiPen. Nice that you beat it. Yeah, I'm very happy to be done with it. I'm walking away not really a fan of Jet Force Gemini, but I'm glad. I guess I'm glad we did it. I wish if they just changed like 2 or 3 things about that game, then I could probably love it, but it's just barely intolerable to me. That's what I usually find out in a guide too. The thing you're missing is somewhere right in front of you. Yeah, it was pretty bad. It's pretty bad for me. Alright, this place looks pretty similar. Ooh, that screen scroll. You don't have to collect the things? Aw, what? I'm glad you don't have to, but I wish I'd known that before. I would have been able to save all my health. Looks like a ball pit. Like in a restaurant, like play place or something. There's not another round of Space Invaders? Alright, I'm really scared of the turbo tunnel in this game. I'm sure this is gonna feel way different. I mean, so far it's not bad. I disagree. Pretty sure I jumped. I really lean into the button. What's going on? I gotta really make sure I release the button too. Alright, I know what I'm doing wrong. That's sad. Oh, yeah, PPM, thank you for the stretch break. You have to wait on that just a little while. I think you have to hold the jump button there. It doesn't work like the NES game. Nope, I don't know what I'm doing. Well, I don't like this. It was fine up until this. I just don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's so janky. Everything else about this is so... Everything else about... I mean, I know I just died. Everything else about this is so easy. It moves... Like, it goes so slow compared to the NES one. All of my issues are issues of not understanding what I'm supposed to do, like, control-wise. To not have my inputs eaten, or I don't know what's up with that jump, that ramp. I can't make the leap. He doesn't go far enough. Battletoad, what are you doing? Finally. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Great, I have to do it again? Oh, well, I didn't even need that ramp that time. I see. Oh, this is different. I missed. Wow. That is the oddest thing, because that is so that turbo tunnel is so much easier than the NES one, but it controls so badly. The obstacle course itself and the slow speed it runs at make it super easy, but the abysmal control makes it super impossible. Alright, now we can stretch for a moment. Ooh. Now I can't stop yawning. Okay. What? I disagree. You can't dive, you can't duck under. If you can't duck under the snowballs, what is the point of them being at different heights? The icicle falling noise reminds me of level 3 in Ghouls and Ghosts. Oh, that's the one that I know the least well. I'm guessing it reminds you of the, like, Space Invader enemies? But that's just a guess. Maybe they're more like, not Space Invader, maybe they're more like Galaga enemies. The little things that like fly and swoop down like like arcade spaceships. The level where the platform keeps going up for the first half. Well, that's those guys are on the level that I'm thinking about. Yeah, they're in that part, right? But I still got the wrong enemy, I guess. Oh, that platform. The platform moves a lot faster. Is this gonna work? That doesn't work the same. Okay, this is the same. Come on. I couldn't get off the pillar. I was trying. What is going on? Where are the snowballs? I'll put an extra door here, I think. That was not right. I think my audio is drifted. Yeah, my audio is out of sync. There we go. I mean, it's not, so far it's not terrible. This is bad. The timing here on these platforms not lining up, this is real bad. Uh-oh. I see an empty heart. Now we're in bad. Now we're in trouble. Now we're in real trouble. The spikes here are killing me because of the same thing that NES Battletoads kills me with. I'm trying to make micro adjustments to my position, and it leads to accidentally double tapping, and then I run into the spikes when I don't mean to run at all. Well, this is awesome. I'm never gonna cross this gap. I had to go for that one up. These spiky shells look way flatter in this one than they do in the NES game. No! I got lucky there. Yeah, I mean, I don't really feel like this is awful yet. It's definitely like... the differences in the way that it handles make it feel very janky. But I don't, like... any way in which it's different from the NES game is gonna feel janky to me, right? What's going on? This looks awful. That is awful. Get out of here. I don't like this game. Oh, that's all so very awkward. The spikes look very Super Metroid-like. Just learned you can set up Twitch to work when you close your phone. Game changer, EpiPen says. This is about the point where I decided I was done with this version, Zergling says. It's playable, but NES Toads is a masterpiece. This is just another game. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's... yeah, I mean, I definitely don't think it's as... It's not the masterpiece that NES Battletoads is. Definitely. But, it's not contemptible yet. Though we may very well get there. I'm gonna take a risk. I took a risk and it didn't pay off. Oh, wait. Alright, well, they thought of everything. Yeah, yet. I don't find it contemptible yet. I find it hard for all the wrong reasons. I feel like I'm very cramped with this game. Like my visibility, or like I don't have any vertical like space to move. There's no breathing room in this game. Grabbing flies is nearly impossible. I'm amazed. I'm amazed that Spike didn't kill me. It was glitching. It was glitching through me so much. Hey, Meow Mommy, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. So sick, love the color scheme. I like the that they retain the heavy use of purple. I think the background's a bit more blue in the NES game, which is a little bit more to my taste, but I mean, it looks good. I think this game, so far, I think this game looks pretty good all around. This version of it. I kind of like the scruffy, rough around the edges, you know, 8-bit look. Like I always enjoy that a little bit more than the more refined 16 bits, but this looks good. This is a good looking game. Oops. Love a good crosshatch, right on. Jack Frost, thank you for hosting. No problem, no problem. Maybe I'll revisit Genesis Toads. Maybe not, Zergling says. I already feel plenty accomplished beating the NES and Super NES games. Okay, that works just like the NES game. Hey, look, that door's out of my way now. Thank goodness. I like the sound of this game a lot. I like the Genesis versions of the soundtrack. No, I missed the one up. And now I suddenly have to collect the pieces? I didn't have to do it on in the other stage. So much easier in this game. Those Space Invaders are so much easier to deal with. Hey, I wonder if the same cheese is gonna work. No. I don't know why it wouldn't, but yeah, this is fine. That was just fine. One frame whirlpools. Whoop. Whoa, that's tricky. No, I missed the other one up. Ah! It's so hard to catch that one up. Hey, we have a raid coming in. Welcome in. Jamsters, thank you for the raid. Pleasure to have you here. Welcome in Kona Chocolate. Carefree Bomb. Let's just pause a moment. Is that Sir Juicy? Welcome in. Is that Velusib? Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you very much. Really appreciate the raid. I'd love to hear about your stream. What you had going on tonight and how it treated you. I'm gonna take a moment and click through here and check out your page. I'd encourage my friends to do the same. Use the link there in the shout out. Give our new friend a follow. Retro games, VHS tapes, and rug making. Vaporwave enjoyer, Jamsters About says. Right on. I've got you. I've got you matched on 2 out of 3 of those retro games and VHS tapes. I guess I'm not quite as much a VHS enthusiast as I used to be. I do still have a functioning VCR, but it doesn't get a whole lot of use. All right, let me actually pull the chat back up here. So welcome to Battletoads. I'm a big fan of Battletoads on the NES. I'm a latecomer to it. I only played it for the first time last year, and it took a long time. It took a long time before I was ever able to beat it, but we did finally make it, and I got pretty decent at Battletoads on the NES. I could fairly reliably beat it anytime I pick it up. I was a little nervous tonight because it had been a while since I played it, but we made it through. And now we're playing the Genesis version, and I've never played this one before. So it's basically the same game so far. Just it's a bit jankier in places. So I think I think I'm gonna come away feeling pretty confident that this is the inferior version of Battletoads between the two, but I don't hate it. At least not yet, I don't. uh, Jams was talking about her favorite games. Battletoads NES is one of mine. Right on. I see I'm in good company then. Never played the Mega Drive version of it though. Yeah, I'm trying it out. Trying it out for the first time now. Hey, Omega, welcome in. So we already finished the NES Battletoads. We started the stream with that, but we're doing the Genesis one now. It's a double raid. We've got another one. We've got another raid coming in. Chozo, thank you for the raid, Chozo Brain. Always great to have you here. Hope Ratchet and Clank went well. I haven't played that yet. I've seen you live with it a few times now, but that's one I want to avoid that game myself because I do think I want to do Ratchet and Clank. I've got like 4 or 5 of those games on the PlayStation 2. There's a ton of them, but I haven't played a single one of them yet. They're great games, right on. So for anyone new to the stream, this is pretty much how things go. We're mostly a retro variety stream. I'm kind of a Nintendo fan, so I do have a Switch, and I will play new releases on that from time to time. But typically it's the older stuff that I gravitate toward. I like platformers, especially really brutally difficult ones like Battletoads. um, I like kind of adventure games like Zelda. I like very high quality games like these. I also have a strong taste for terrible trash games. So we play a lot of licensed games. We play a lot of shovelware, plug and plays, that kind of stuff too. I emphasize a pretty extremely strictly blind playthrough style. I try as hard as possible not to be spoiled on anything, and I don't like to do any research. I don't like to read instruction manuals or get any hints or help or advice for the most part. I don't have a perfect track record. If I get stuck in a game for like 4 or 5 hours, I might ask for a hint. But I have a very strong desire to try and figure everything out on my own, and I have a very high tolerance for being stuck and frustrated for very long stretches of time. We we try to keep a pretty laid back atmosphere though. For the most part, it's generally a fairly family friendly type environment that we run. I will play the occasional M-rated game, but they're pretty rare. And yeah, it's a late night, sort of a comfy, cozy late night vibe we strive for. Good place to have on in the background if you're working on something or need to drift off to sleep. There's like five of them on the PlayStation 2. Yeah, I think I have all of them, Chozo. I think I have the whole set of them. Back in a bit, right on Omega. We should be around. Frownie's all about suffering, Zergling says. I think Zergling summed up the way the stream works the best when he was telling someone about our original Battletoads NES playthrough. Zergling summarized it. He said something along the lines of, "I watched Frownie struggle for 30 or 40 hours on one level before he finally gave me permission to give him a hint, and when I did, he refused to use it." that's that's kind of the way we do things. It's definitely not the best way to play games. I would not recommend that anyone be as unreasonable as I tend to be. But it does lead to some really fun times because I am occasionally so bad at figuring stuff out that my first playthroughs frequently turn into challenge runs because I end up playing all the way through a game without discovering some of its core mechanics. Those are my those are kind of my favorite type of playthroughs. Oh, that was lower than I expected. Hey, Yudo, welcome in. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The hint that Zergling gave me was to use the pause button for the Klinger Winger. But that trick just felt too much like cheating to me. I couldn't use it after being told about it. I said if I had figured that trick out on my own, I probably would have felt fine about using it. But I still always would have wanted to end up beating the stage without it. So in the long run, it was good that I rejected it, I think. Why did I fall off the snake? I'm the same. I don't want to look stuff up, but if it gets annoying enough, I'll just look it up, Yudo says. Yeah, I mean, that's the way I kind of think people should play games. It's hard to say exactly what the cutoff should be, but I mean, people should play games however they want to. It doesn't really, like... You shouldn't really worry too much about what anyone else thinks of the way you play a game. But if you asked me, I think it's good. I think it's good to sort of push yourself sometimes, like, just to the point of frustration, at least. But, not too far beyond. How's the Genesis Battletoads? It's okay so far. It's a little janky, and I think that I find it a little janky not just because I'm used to the NES game, but like a lot of the stage environments feel kind of cramped. And it's not as responsive as the NES game, and I was having a lot of trouble in the turbo tunnel because of that. The jumps don't work quite the same. I don't know if that's an issue with the way the game... I don't know if that's an issue, like, internal to the game. Well, it must be, because I don't have this... I was gonna say if it was maybe an issue, just my lack of comfort with the Genesis controller, but I don't have quite this issue with other games, I think. Oh. That was my fault. Entirely. There we go. So far, differences between the two have been very subtle. Oh. I don't think that jump works in this version. Oops. Okay, let me catch up here, though. Sorry, it's hard to look away from this sometimes. Yeah, I wouldn't really call the pause trick a glitch. It is kind of a cheesy trick. So far, this Karnath's Lair seems to be the exact same pattern as the NES version. Yeah. Other versions on other consoles with differences. So what we're actually doing now, one of our long-term projects is Battletoads on the stream. The plan is to play... I'm going to try and play all the Battletoads games I can. And I'm going to work on them every Tuesday. We usually juggle a bunch of different games simultaneously, but for the foreseeable future, unless unless a different like special stream event falls on a Tuesday, all regular stream Tuesdays are going to be Battletoads days, and I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna try and do the Battletoads Double Dragon games. So like we'll be playing them on the SNES, the NES, the Game Boy. I think there's a Game Gear Battletoads I might be able to play on the Genesis. Um, I think that's possible. But yeah, there's like 6 or 7. There's quite a few, and um and yeah, I'm gonna try and do all of them I can. So every Tuesday we're gonna start the stream with a run or two through NES Battletoads, and then the rest of the stream will be whatever Battletoads I haven't beaten yet. So we're gonna dip a lot into Battletoads 1 on the NES, but at the same time work on the rest of the series. It looks worse to me than the NES version, Choso says. I like I like the charm. I like 8-bit pixel art the best. It's always gonna be like the most charming to me. I like 8-bit styling more than 16-bit styling, but I still think this game looks really good. I like the way this game looks. I do prefer the NES game, but I don't have any problems with this one. The cutoff is all about personal preference, really. Yeah. The only time everyone has to agree on rules is when you play with others, and especially when you play for money. Exactly. I kind of do my job the way you play games, EpiPen says. No training. Just repeatedly fail your way to victory. That's the way I operate. You know what was annoying, but I got really good at was beating God of War 2018 on Give Me God of War level. I became a parry master, Yudo says. It could be less responsive. Have you played the Wily Wars on Genesis? Horrible, butchered. No, so I know what it is. Um, the first 3 Mega Man games. Yeah, I haven't played it yet. But we will. We'll do that because I wanna do most of the Mega Man games eventually. I don't want to play the RPGs, but all of the platformers, even if they're bad, I want to play through. Looking forward to your reactions to Battle Maniacs. It's on the to-do list for sure. I wasn't thinking like that, but yeah. Yeah, the Mega Man titles, they seem to be popular ones to do as like to pick for like marathon and projects. I've known quite a few streamers who have done marathons of the Mega Man titles. Who have done or are currently doing. We've only done a few of the games on the stream. I've done Mega Man 1, 4, 5, 6, and X so far. We've done Mega Man 1 a few times because it's my favorite of them. And I really like playing through it Buster only. Though it's really hard. Mega Man 1 is hard. It's always hard. I really enjoy the Buster only playthrough of it, but there are a lot of parts when I play like that. There are a lot of parts that I just kind of have to brute force my way through because I don't know strategy for them. Jumping up into that spike is dreadful. Jumping up into that one isn't any better. The only thing that I really hate about Battletoads, and there's really no way around it, I really hate that it's a double tap to run game. I hate double tap to run. And it really is terrible. It really is terrible in this game because there's so many platforming stages. If it were all beat 'em up levels, it wouldn't matter, but there's so many platforming stages. And double tap to run and precision platforming do not mix. I just every time I want to like adjust my position, right? You need to be able to tap on the D-pad to make micro adjustments to your position, and you can't do that when there's double tap to run. But I'm so used to being able to do it that I run off cliffs and into spikes on the platforming levels all the time. It's pretty gross. Another raid. Very nice. I'm probably on my last continue. We've used a lot. Pally, thank you very much for the raid. Hope you're doing well tonight. We're playing Genesis Battletoads. I've never even played this version of the game before tonight. And it's tough. It's tough. My familiarity with the NES game is only getting me so far. Welcome in, Desi. Good to have you with us. Pally says, shout out says Darksiders tonight. I know next to nothing about that game. Hopefully it treated you well. There are two Battletoads on the Game Boy, I think, Chozo. Maybe even 3. There's at least 2. There's Battletoads, and there's Battletoads in Ragnarok's world. I don't know if there's a Double Dragon Battletoads on the Game Boy or not. But I know there are at least 2 Battletoads games on the Game Boy. Think of Dark Souls, but easier, and with heaven and hell lore. I was hoping to finish it tonight, but no luck. I'm sure victory will be yours in time. Darksiders 1 is a God of War clone? Second is a 3D Zelda clone? And the third is a watered down Dark Souls 3, but they're all great games, Chozo says. This stage has been giving me a lot of trouble. It's unfortunately hard to look away from. We have even more raiders coming in. Everyone wants to join us for Battletoads. I don't know what the pattern is for the rest of these snakes, by the way. Hey, Dollar Phil, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Let me just pause a moment. I'm real behind on the chat. I don't know what the lore is for Dark Souls. I just know it's been a tough ride, Pally says. That sounds like my playthrough. I know that Dark Souls has this really intricate backstory with tons of lore, and that all the items and characters and everything like have these deep backstories and stuff. I don't know any of that stuff. I ignored 100% of the story. The story of Dark Souls to me is you are a guy who loves to fight monsters. So you wander the world looking for the next monster to fight. That's the whole story of Dark Souls to me. That's the story. That's the story of most games to me. Is your innate love for fighting monsters drives you to fight one monster after the next. I mean, if you want to summarize the story of Dark Souls, Chozo, in a sentence or two, you can. I'm gonna skip that message though. I kind of enjoy playing through the games not knowing what's going on. So I don't mind if you want to share it, but I'm gonna try to not read it at the same time. Since I've already played through it, I give you permission to put it in the chat. But yeah, I'm gonna try not to read that message. And let me catch up with Dollar Phil here. Thank you again for the raid, Dollar Phil. Sorry you came in when I was so distracted. Um, but how did things go? How did the rest of the stream turn out? Has Golden Axe been put to rest? This one's on my to-do list. This is my first time. We did Battletoads NES. I did a refresher playthrough of Battletoads NES, and now this is my very first time ever playing the Genesis version, and it's okay so far. I'm struggling with it a little bit, but I think it'll be okay. I would have to agree with you. That's what Dark Souls feels like to me. I'm just a zombie thing walking around and briefly becoming human again before getting killed a split second later. So, my entire playthrough, I never figured out the humanity. I figured out. I figured out there was something that you needed to be human to be able to do. There was one thing. And actually, I don't think I think I learned about that after the fact. I never figured out the humanity on my playthrough. So like the summoning thing and like the blood stains on the ground, never figured any of that stuff out. Kindling. Okay, yeah, to beef up your bonfires. I knew you needed humanity for that. I figured out you needed humanity for that. I don't know how I pieced that together as well. I did figure that out eventually after a very 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 long time. My playthrough is a disaster. There's still so much of Dark Souls I don't understand. Dollarville says we ended up sampling a bunch of Master System games instead. Um, Most time I've ever spent with a Master System. Right on. I would like to. I don't know. I don't know a lot about the Master System, but I know there are some games on it that I want to play. I want to play that. Oh, Legendary Axe. I think I called it Golden Axe, but yeah, Legendary Axe. I got the title wrong. I want to play that. Speaking of Golden Axe, though, that Golden Axe is it Golden Axe Warrior, the Zelda clone on the Master System. I want to play that for sure. Alien Syndrome was pretty cool. Probably the highlight. Alien Syndrome. That one I don't think I know. Oh, that's bogus. I fell through the snake. Why? Why did that happen? This game is rude. I didn't know where it was going. I don't know this. I don't know these snake patterns because I always jump across the top in the NES game. I don't think I've ever used any of the rest of these snakes. Dollarfill says I want to play that one too. The Zelda clone game. Yeah. Robbed. I don't know why I keep falling through these snakes. Makes me very sad. Well, that one was my fault, but the other ones weren't. Oh, we're back to the start. Alright, well, from the top. This might be a this might be a more than one night to beat kind of game. I'm feeling the hate yet tonight? Not at all, Zergling. I don't hate a game just because I can't beat it on the first try. I've got way more patience than that. Those are some janky snakes, though. Those are some janky snakes. Oh, I thought picking stuff up worked differently than it does. bogus. Chozo says pizza soon. Cheese, oregano, and anchovies. Definitely, definitely not my toppings of choice, but I hope it, I hope it is quite enjoyable for you. I normally am careful to try to read the dialogue and story in games, like at least the first time it appears on screen. But I've kind of never read any of the hardly any of the dialogue in Battletoads because it all scrolls too quickly. I catch the odd like word and phrase here or there, word or phrase here and there, but the vast majority of what is said in between the levels just goes right past me. Finally, I 1-up. No, robbed. Ah, I'm so mad. I got one of those 1-ups. I probably should have gotten both of them, but oh well. What? What a shocker. I'm out. Have fun, everyone. Good night, Sweesh. Thank you for being here with us. Take care until we get to see you again. Let's see how badly this goes this time. Did I learn anything? It's pretty infuriating. I wish I had one of those things that lets you see my inputs. So you could see how poor the responsiveness is. I missed. Makes you want to play the NES Battletoads again. I had that lined up really poorly, and it still worked. That was lucky. Ooh, I thought I was gonna die there. Yeah, the turbo tunnel feels way better in the NES game. The timing for that had to be lined up perfectly for me to land on a snowball. I don't remember what I was doing. I thought I was at the other place where you have to jump over one of these things. I'm so annoyed. This is where I thought I was a little while ago. No. Forgot about that spike. I don't know what it is about. I don't know why this game is so cramped. Excuse me. This is a very... Oh, cool. It's getting to me a little bit. Oh my goodness. Can I just go ahead and have the game over screen now and just get it over with? That's where we're heading, right? This is becoming very infuriating. Why is it suddenly so like 10 times more intolerable than it was a moment ago? Why did it get worse? What happened? It was fine. It was fine a moment ago. I don't know what went wrong. I disagree. I should have had that one up. Yeah, those whirlpools look awful. awesome. Okay, hey, we're back to the snakes. And oh, there we go. I don't know how far we're gonna get. We've got a lot of lives, and we still have all of our continues. So, like, you know, things should be very promising for us. But I am gonna go ahead and say I'm not going to start up another run after this tonight. So if it wants to rob me of all of my lives by dropping me through snakes, then we'll be done real quick. You know what it is? It's that some of these snakes don't... They move in really big chunks. Their movement isn't fluid, but if you watch the tail, it disappears in these like really huge chunks from the end as it's moving along. Especially around a bend. When the tail is bent, like, watch the end of that tail. See how it just jumps ahead? It doesn't move. It moves in chunks. A whole, like, 4 or 5 segments of the snake will disappear all at once. The blast processing can't handle it. All this debate, all these people want to debate which is better, the Super NES or the Genesis. I mean, I think Battletoads illustrates the Genesis can't even stand up to the NES. Is that the most inflammatory statement I've ever made on the stream? Ooh. Yeah, the way giant chunks of the snake disappear because of the turns, though, is really irritating. Oh, that's annoying. That's so annoying with that stars right there. There's very games outside of sports and shoot 'em ups, but just very few games outside of sports and shoot 'em ups where the Genesis version is better, Chozo says, gameplay wise. Well, I don't know if this is just over or what. Genesis Aladdin versus SNES Aladdin. No further comments or discussion necessary. Agreed. Genesis Aladdin is so gross. How many times am I gonna chew that game up and spit it out in one stream though? No, I was too quick. Now I have to do everything again. Life is suffering. I definitely like some Genesis games better than their Super NES counterparts. I'm mostly just taking my Battletoads frustration out on the Genesis at the moment. We also talked about that earlier tonight. You know, I tend to prefer Konami games on the Genesis. It seems. I haven't really played Genesis Zombies Ate My Neighbors, but I don't think I would like it better than the SNES game. As it looks like the screen is cropped in that version. And that alone makes me think I probably wouldn't like it better. Also, the lack of a button, having one fewer face buttons, it seems like it would be real bad for that game. Yeah, hardcore. I like. I would take Contra Hardcore and Castlevania Bloodlines over Castlevania 4 and Contra 3 any day. I like those way better. All right. Well, I got lucky. That's all that happened there, was I got lucky and until I didn't. Boy, this stage is miserable. This stage is miserable. Yeah, I don't like the art or music in Genesis Aladdin. Capcom versus Virgin Interactive. Capcom every day of the week. I don't think Virgin made one good game in the history of their studio. What'd they make? Genesis Aladdin and the Lion King? Oh, I hate this snake. Oh, this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. I've never fallen through so many platforms in my life. This game makes me feel like a ghost. Oh, I wouldn't dream to argue with you, Zergling. If you want to play those games, have at it. Better you than me. Oh. Toe Jam and Earl are pretty good. I haven't played those. I want to play them though. I they look interesting. I've seen a little bit of gameplay from one of the Toe Jam games. I couldn't really tell what was going on. I think you're a good candidate for them. I own one of them physically. Um, I don't remember if it's the first or the second, but I do own one of them physically. But we could do them. We could do them both because like whichever one I don't have, we could do with the flash card. What are you supposed to do? I can't get out of this. I can't get out of this stage. There's nothing I can do. For what they're supposed to be, they did well, Zergling says. Genesis got the better Tasmanian Devil games between the Genesis and the SNES. The SNES game is arguably more interesting, but it's also, like, infuriatingly bizarre. Tasmania 1 on the Genesis is pretty decent. Tasmania 2 is alright as well. It's just that it's brutally difficult and has limited continues. Though you can kind of cheese that because you can earn extra continues. And you can get yourself into a cycle where you will probably never run out. If you just play a little carefully. I can't get on top of this snake. I might know what to do. I might know what I'm doing wrong. Oh, let's pause a moment. We have another raid coming in. Very nice. Welcome in, raiders. Welcome to Battletoads on the Genesis. This is my first time playing this game. I'm very familiar with the NES game. And this one is very similar, but it's also kind of crushing me. But welcome in, welcome in. Is that Skull Craw? Very grateful to have you with us. Thank you for the raid. It's a retro raid, King of Fighters. Right on. Let me just click through real quick. I'm checking out your about page real quick. Comes from the age of 8-bit computers and consoles. I love 8 bits. Cassette Walkmans, 45 LPs of Disney afternoons, Hanna-Barbera, and Saturday morning cartoons. Bringing lots of retro console streams on real hardware. Love it. Random trivia, tech facts, and bits, and maybe some laughs. Come stay a while and lurk. Excellent. I'm definitely going to follow you, my friend. We do most of our stuff on real hardware around here too. I don't have anything like against emulation for the most part. I'm just not very good with computers, and I'm kind of lucky. I built up a collection of physical retro stuff way back when nobody cared about it, and it was cheap. I do have to say though, I am pretty attached to the feel of the old controllers. I like using the old box CRT, and I've tinkered with emulation setups. I've never found one that I could never get it to feel right. I just can't get it to feel right. Um, Playing some Dragon Warrior Monsters on the Super Game Boy and Fatal Fury on the Genesis. I haven't played Fatal Fury. I played a little bit of Dragon Warrior Monsters. We started a playthrough of that on the stream, and I played it for 3 or 4 nights, and I thought it was a pretty interesting game on the one hand. On the other hand, maybe not a great streaming game for me. I'm really not much of an RPG guy. I'm much more of a platformer action adventure kind of game guy. Um, so I kind of put it down, and I didn't really intentionally give up on the playthrough, but I put it down for too long and kind of gave up on the playthrough. uh, Usually real hardware or RetroArch of doing retro achievements. Nice. I don't do the retro achievements because I pretty much only do the physical hardware. But I love watching retro achievement streams. I think that's like it's a fascinating. There's some great challenges, and it's a really great way to like. I understand it to be a really great way to expand the like lifespan of games that you really like. Um, someday I think I'll get into it, but I haven't yet. I haven't yet. I watch a lot of it though. Just beat Fatal Fury on easy finally. GG. Hats off to you on the victory. Been working on Dragon Warrior Monsters for like a year off and on the final stretch right now. I wish you luck in the continued journey. Yeah, yeah. I'm definitely priced out of most stuff that I don't own that I don't already own at this point. Like I've said a lot of times like if my house burns down, I am not rebuilding this collection. There's just no way. Battletoads is tough. Haven't played it in a while. Yeah, so I'm really familiar. I'm really familiar with the NES game. But this is my first time ever playing the Genesis game, and you know, it could be my pro NES bias. Sure, but I'm finding this version to be a lot less polished. It looks good. It looks good, but boy, it's kind of janky. I'm falling through platforms. I'm having a lot of trouble with responsiveness on my jump inputs. I do I do not feel that this version is the is the work of art that the NES game is. It's not made a great first impression on me tonight. Friends got me playing it for a while, and the speed tunnel is the turbo tunnel, yeah, is a killer for me. I got kind of lucky with the I got kind of lucky. So I'm a latecomer to Battletoads. I really love the game, but I only played it for the first time early last year. And I've tried to make up for lost time by playing through it regularly to stay sharp at it, because it's tough. It's easy to get rusty. But I got pretty lucky with the turbo tunnel. I got that part down, like definitely not first try, but pretty quickly. It only took a handful of tries to get that part of it down, but I definitely paid later. Like all the luck that I had doing well at the turbo tunnel early on, all of that came back to bite me because I got stuck. I got stuck for a month on one of the stages in the late game. I got stuck for a solid month on the next to last stage. I didn't think I was ever going to make it through it. Hey Zero, welcome in. Hope you are well tonight. Oh, that was a bad jump on my part. And take up Fatal Fury 2 on the Super NES next. Good luck with that one. So this is the Genesis version, Zero. Tonight is my first time playing it. And this stage is as far as I've gotten. I can't get these snakes down. I mean, I know their pattern, but I keep blundering. Sometimes it's my fault, and sometimes it's really not. I keep falling directly through them, like they're not even there. It's really crushing. Frownie is doing really well until the spectral snakes. I should probably pay a little bit closer attention to what I'm doing. If I could just make it through this stage, I think we'd really be back on track. I can't. I can't imagine that there's anything as bogus as these snakes coming up now, right? It cannot get worse than falling through these snakes every other jump. Surely. No, I can't. Oh, I've been a fool about that part. I can do that differently, I think. No. It's okay. I say it's okay, but I'm being honest, I don't really believe that. I'm on my last life. King Chronic, welcome in. Welcome to Battletoads on the Genesis. First playthrough, going rough. trying to keep spirits up. But I'm struggling. I hope you are having an excellent evening. Very nice, and you too. Thank you, thank you. Things are really not that bad. I'm all things considered, I'm doing pretty great. It's just the game is making me cry a little bit. I didn't expect this to be easy, but I didn't expect it to be this janky either. I just fall off. I don't know why. Definitely have to try this game. So we played through the NES game earlier, which I'm actually quite familiar with. But it's a sort of warm-up. We played that one first. And I love NES Battletoads. Fantastic. Masterpiece of a game. This one is giving me a rough time. I expected it to be challenging, but it's challenging kind of for bad reasons. Only played the one with Double Dragon when you were young. I haven't played that one yet, but it's on my to-do list. We're doing a project. The plan is to play Battletoads on the stream. As long as there's no other special event going on, we're gonna play Battletoads every Tuesday night on the stream. Every regular Tuesday, it's gonna be Battletoads. We're gonna play the NES game every week, but then we're also gonna play one I haven't beaten yet. So Genesis is up first, but we'll rotate the other ones in. The Game Boy games, the Battletoads Double Dragon, the Game Gear game, pretty much all of them. Pretty much every Battletoads game I want to get through. And we're gonna... I usually juggle a couple different projects on the stream at the same time. So we're gonna do Battletoads every Tuesday. We're doing it tonight on a Thursday because on Tuesday this week my internet went out. I didn't get to play Battletoads on the right night this week, so I'm making up for it tonight. But it's usually going to be every Tuesday night. I just flat out hit the wrong button. I punched instead of jumped. I feel bad for Frownie right now. I'm not. It isn't even haha. Look at him suffer now. These snakes are just wrong. That game's pretty good. I definitely liked it a lot. So right now, our ongoing projects, we've got the Battletoads project. I'm also on a playthrough through the DLC for the game Jump King. I'm working on a deathless run of Splatterhouse 2. And that's actually kind of it, because we were doing Jet Force Gemini as well, but we finished that one earlier this week. So I guess we got to start something new as well. I've got a lot of time. I've got a lot of time open on the schedule right now. So we'll probably start another long game as well soon. Maybe. You don't get what I'm doing. I'm just riding the snakes to the exit EpiPen. The snakes have a pre-programmed path, and you have to use them to climb to the exit in every room. There's no combat. It's just you don't fight the snakes. It's just platforming. At the top of every room, there's a little hole that says exit or out. Right there. That's where I'm trying to get. No, I jumped too early. That was my fault again. It almost looks like I can make that jump from that other snake. There we go. No. No. Yeah, there's I think there's 4 rooms. It's so simple on the NES, and it's so difficult on the Genesis. I mean, it's not really simple on the NES, but I've done it so many times that it's easy for me on that game, on that version. but this is unbearable. It's not really been that bad. This version of the game, like the turbo tunnel is pretty frustrating. But the snakes here are just impossible. Falling through the snakes like that is I just can't put into words. I can't put into words the agony of falling through the snakes. They're pretty one for one. These like, you know, the games look very different, but so far as their like actual content, the differences so far have been so subtle that you really like you have to know the game really well to spot them. They've been very minor so far. Just some slightly different enemy and obstacle placement, in just a few places. Thought I was gonna hit that spike above me. Hey, I got here with all my lives. I got here with all my lives. Can we please get out of this level? Victory! Let's go! We get to see stage 7. I didn't think it was gonna happen tonight. I did not think this was gonna happen. Oh my goodness. We get to see something new. Thank you, cows. Thank you for the trophies. I really thought I was going to bleed away all my lives and just end the stream. I really thought it was over. The colors here are nice. Like it's very vibrant on this stage. The stage is really purple on the NES, which I love purple, but I really this red and blue, they really pop. Yeah, how janky will this stage be? Hopefully not very janky at all, right? That's my hope, but I don't expect it to be true. But those guys on the rockets are so much easier in this game. I have nothing nice to say to the artist who did the rats in this game. Zergling says nothing at all. The background, like, feels like my eyes are going out of focus. It feels like the background's gonna, like, pop out at me like one of those magic eye drawings. No. No, they moved the one up. No. The one up is in a higher position in the other game. What's going on? There's supposed to be 3, not 2. Yeah, that was way easier. Welcome back, Omega. We're going for a little while. I'm actually going to wrap a little early tonight. I think whenever this run dies, we're probably going to end the stream for tonight, and I expect that's going to happen sooner than I would like. So we'll probably stream a little bit shorter tonight than we normally would. I don't think I'm going to beat this game tonight, but that's alright. We'll just play it again on Tuesday. I mean, maybe if I don't run anything too awful, it's not impossible that I might beat it, but I definitely don't think it's likely at this point. They're trying to apologize for the snakes with that level. Apology not accepted. I will never forgive those snakes. Ah. Oh no, this is weird. This is weird. I'm probably gonna have to skip this one up. So what? Oh, we got it. Let's go. Oh, by the way, this stage looks way worse. This stage looks way better on the NES. I mean, I do like that we have the same vibrant colors from the previous stage going on, but this is like background is just so much more dull. Oh, thank you for the palms, cows, by the way. Grabbing the health flies is so much more difficult in this version. No! I misunderstood what to do. I wasn't thinking. Nope. I don't know how I'm still alive. Jump! That's so frustrating. More dollar. More dollar. No. Oh, shit. You might have noticed my accidental double tap there. That almost was almost calamitous. He flattened me into a coin by hitting me in midair. I think he does that in the other one also, to be fair, but I'm not happy about it. I'm still not happy about it. This boss fight feels weird. That felt very weird. Just love this game, don't you? Oh, it's rough. It is a rough version of a really good game. Shockingly rough, it would seem. Yeah, he was the stormtrooper guy was terrible. He looked terrible, he played terrible, everything about him was terrible. So to be completely fair, I'm not really a fan of him in the other game. No, I got stuck. Dude, it's so close. Hey, new synth, welcome in. But this game, this is the Sega Genesis version, so this game is 16-bit. No, I just forgot which way to go. Yeah, it's on the NES version seems to be like the most popular by far, but yeah, it's on a couple different things. The Genesis version probably the second most like popular version of it, but there's Game Gear and Game Boy versions of it. There's an arcade machine too that I think is I don't know how it compares to the home releases, if it's the same game or not. I think I'm on my last life. Like I don't think I have any more continues left either. I think this is I know my life bar is empty up there. But I also think I'm out of continues. Don't know. I think I have this on the rare replay collection. The NES version is the better version. I mean, I haven't played all the way through this one yet. Tonight was my very first time playing this version, but I can pretty much say with confidence the NES one is way better. This one looks really good, especially, you know, if you like the 16-bit look more than the 8-bit look, which I kind of like the rougher look of 8-bits more than 16-bits myself, but this game looks very good. But some of the gameplay is not polished very well. And there's one level in this that's real trash. There's one level in this that's really that's just pure garbage. I'm sorry to do this to you, New Synth, but you've actually come in right at the end of the stream. We're wrapping a little early tonight because I don't have another run of this in me. I don't have another attempt of this one in me. But thank you everybody for being here tonight. It's been a pretty wonderful night. We NES Battletoads went really well, and I don't like this game. I don't like Genesis Battletoads, but we're gonna keep playing it. I think I can beat it as long as if the snake level is the worst there is. I think I can beat it, but I don't. Oh, it's rough. That snake level is rough. Lots of fun and so many friends stopping. We had a lot of raids tonight. Additional thank yous to Jamsters, Chozo Brain, Pally, Dollar Phil, and Skullcraw. Thank you for the raids. Some new friends and some well-known friends. Very lucky tonight. Is it better than Dr. Evil's scooter game? It is better than Dr. Evil Knievel for sure. I'd rather play this every day for the rest of my life than play Dr. Evil Knievel one more day. You definitely got me looking at the bright side there. Alright, well, it looks like there's a birthday stream going on, so I think I know where we'll go. I wish a happy birthday to another streamer. Silver Linings. Yeah, that game was awful. Dr. Evil Knievel is like the game I point to as my most hated game now. That's my most. I hate Dr. Evil Knievel more than Echo the Dolphin, more than anything. It's the worst. It's the number one terrible game. I like the music in this version. Some of the tracks are still better in the NES version, but some of these Genesis versions are really good. No, not my birthday, New Synth. We're going to a birthday stream. My birthday's in February. It's long past. Thanks for a great stream as always. Thank you for being here, Cows. Glad you're feeling better. Oh, have a good weekend, Cows, because I probably won't see you tomorrow. So have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you again next week. I should be back tomorrow, if everything goes well. Tomorrow night we're gonna play Jump King and Splatterhouse 2, and we'll try to make it a longer stream, but no promises. Happy late birthday! Thank you. I was really glad to catch the last 5 minutes of Dr. Evil. Glad to be done with that one. So we're gonna go over to Brybad. He does a mix of he plays more modern games, and he does speed runs of retro titles. He's been working on Alfred Chicken on the Game Boy. Tonight he's playing Poke Rogue. And I don't know if this is a real Pokemon game or a hack. I'm not sure. So we'll find out, though. It's his birthday, so we can go and wish him a happy birthday as well. But thank you for being here, everybody. One last time. Very much appreciate you. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow for Jump King and Splatterhouse 2, but if not for that, something real soon, I hope. We'll play Battletoads again next week on Tuesday. Every Tuesday. Totally Tuesday. Battletoads. We'll do the NES game again for warm-up and then try to beat this one, hopefully next week. But be well until I see you again. And we're all out of stuff to do here for tonight. It's time to head out. Let's go on an adventure.